Pararam, param. Hello, student. How are you today? Welcome to class. Last week, you learned sentences. This week, you'll be learning adjectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define adjectives, say types of adjectives, and mention the position and function of adjectives. What are adjectives? They are words that modify or qualify noun or pronoun in a sentence. Example of adjectives like is beautiful, ugly, bright, lovely. Can you say other words? Okay, tall, small, fat, thin, and so on. Comprising of adjectives are divided into two. You have regular comparison and irregular comparison. Regular comparison is done by adding er or est to form a word. Example, she is the tallest student in the class. Mary is taller than her sister. You can see tall is the main word, but est and er has been added to them to the word tall to change the form. So this is regular comparison. Irregular comparison does not follow any particular pattern. You can see in the example that we have here, the food is good for your health. That fruit is better for your health. This fruit is the best for your health. So you can see good, better, and best. This is irregular comparison. The words do not take any regular pattern. There are three degrees of comparison. You have the positive comparison, comparative comparison, and superlative comparison. The positive comparison offers no comparison. It actually offers no comparison. It just tells us about the existence of equality. When you say Jane is beautiful or John is strong, Mary is beautiful, I am always happy, you see, there's no degree of comparison. This is the positive comparison. The second comparison is the comparative degree. The second degree of comparison is the comparative. It compares two things to show which one has lesser or greater degree of quality. Okay, for example, he is lower than I am. The comparison is between he and me. Julie is more beautiful than her sister. Okay, the comparison is between Julie and the sister. Here, more has been used to give a second degree of comparison here. Okay, so Julie is more beautiful than the sister. Finally, we are happier than them. You can see that the comparison is between two groups of people, we and them. So you use happier. The third degree of comparison is the superlative degree of comparison. It compares more than two things, okay, which has the least or greatest degree of quality. Let's look at some examples. John is the slowest among the three boys. There are three boys here being compared. So, of course, John is the slowest of the three. Jane is the most beautiful girl in school. Okay, beautiful here takes most because Jane is being compared with more than two girls. So you have a comparison, of course, between three or more people or more things to show least or greatest degree of quality. Shade is the happiest boy in the class. You can see that the comparison is between Shade and many more boys in the class. Let's look at position of adjectives. An adjective can occur immediately before nouns. For example, a big house, a red flower, an angry lion. Adjectives can occur alone after forms of the verb to be. Look at this example. The house was big. Big is the adjective, and the verb to be is was. The house was big. The babies are beautiful. So you see that an adjective can occur alone after forms of the verb to be. The man is aged. I am intelligent. You see the adjectives are occurring alone, okay, after the verb to be. An adjective can be immediately preceded by very and other intensifying words, okay? By the time you begin to learn more about adverbs, you're going to be taught about intensifiers, okay? That house is very big. Very is an intensifier telling us how big the house is. She has become rather friendly. Rather is an intensifier, okay? Another function of adjective is that many adjectives permit the addition of ly to form adverbs. Look at the example here. Mary has been friendly to me. He looked sadly at the party. Mom dressed up gorgeously to the party. Friendly, sadly, gorgeously. Remember when I ask you to give me examples of adverbs, you always add ly, okay? But many adjectives permit the addition of that ly to form adverbs. So in these sentences, you can see that the adjectives have taken ly to form adverbs. Mary has been friendly to me. He looked sadly at the party. Mom dressed up gorgeously to the party. Function of adjectives. The main function of adjective is that it qualifies or modifies a noun or a noun equivalent or a pronoun in a sentence. Okay, let's see how adjectives qualify nouns in the following ways. Number one, it qualifies noun as a predicate adjective. Example, the girl is harsh. You can see that harsh comes after is. So, as a predicate adjective, it completes the meaning of the verb is. Harsh, of course, qualifies the noun girl. Number two, as an attributive adjective. That is, when an adjective occurs before premodifiers of the noun. You can see in the sentence, the smart kid put out the fire. Smart pre-qualifies kid. The third one is that as a noun, in which case the adjective can be used as the head of a noun phrase, thus performing the function of a noun. Example, the rich also cry. The rich here is a head word, which is a noun phrase. Let's look at types of adjectives. Descriptive adjective, also known as attributive or qualitative adjective. These are adjectives that attribute quality to a thing or a person. Beautiful. Jane is a beautiful girl. There's a fierce dog in their compound. Beautiful and fierce are descriptive or attributive or qualitative adjectives. Quantitative adjective. They are adjectives that provide information about the quantity of a noun or pronoun. Example, we have 5 dogs in the house, in the school. How many dogs? 5 dogs. The adjective there, 5, tells us the quantity of dogs we have in the house, in the school. Our teachers are 50 in number. Possessive adjectives indicates possession or ownership. My computer is not working as fast as it worked in the morning. My computer, the computer that belongs to me. Our father, not your father, told us not to quarrel with anyone. Your cycle has been stolen yesterday. Your, of course, is possessive adjective. Demonstrative adjectives refer directly to something or someone. They point at. There are usually 4 in number: this, that, these, and those. That and this point at things that are close to you. That car belongs to my father. Of course, the car is singular and it is far from me, so I point at it and say, that car belongs to my father. Those students, I'm pointing at number of students that are also far from me, so I use those as a demonstrative adjective. It's modifying the noun students. The first one modifies the noun car. That car, those students. Indefinite adjectives describe nouns that are non-specific in sense. We have words like many, few, much, most, all, any, etc. Sentence example, there are fewer coins in circulation. Fewer is an indefinite adjective. I would want some snails. Some is an indefinite adjective. Interrogative adjectives are adjectives that ask questions. Okay? Which of the books is yours? What is the title of the novel? Which and what are interrogative adjectives? Remember when we treated word classes, parts of speech, I explained to you that articles function as adjectives, okay? They modify nouns in a sentence. Okay, you can see it in this example. A man was looking for the principal this afternoon. A is article. The soldiers left without their meal. The is article. They are both modifying nouns in these sentences. Of course, they are functioning as adjectives. Compound adjectives are usually combined with a type of adjective usually which combines more than one word into a single lexical unit. Remember when we treated adjectives, you in the class when we treated parts of speech, I taught you that lexical verbs are also main verbs. Okay, so here you have this is a 4-foot table. The 4-foot is hyphenated. You have 2 words, 2 adjectives coming together to form one word. These are examples of compound adjectives. This is a 4-foot table. Daniela is a part-time worker. Okay, so this is an example of compound adjectives. They are often separated by a hyphen or joined together by a quotation mark. Proper adjectives take their forms from proper nouns. Example, Alex is an Australian player. Robin is an Indian player. Shushi is an Asian player. Okay, indicating the nationalities of these players. Okay, can you think of other example? Like I could tell you that I am a Nigerian. Okay, my son is an American. Okay, so American there is proper adjective. With that, we've come to the end of the lesson. I hope you learned something new about adjectives. Bye.